I used to hate the hair on my face, but now I see it as an advantage because shaving it off gives me the most luminous skin. It makes applying makeup easier. It makes my skincare products work better. Today, I am going to show you how I dermaplane my face. Dermaplaning is a form of gentle exfoliation. It removes peach fuzz, also known as vellus hairs, and dead skin. Just a disclaimer, I am not an esthetician. You actually can go to a salon and get this professionally done by someone who has been trained to dermaplane, but that is not me. I just do this at home unprofessionally. Also, I have turned the sharpness all the way up on my camera because I want you guys to be able to see up close how my skin looks before, during, and after dermaplaning. I start with a clean face. First, I'm gonna double cleanse with DHC's cleansing oil. I like using a cleansing oil before dermaplaning because it softens my skin, it doesn't leave it too dry, but it still removes all of the dirt and oil and makeup. Then I pat my face dry, and lately I have been dermaplaning over a dry face. It just helps to pick up more dead skin and more peach fuzz. I used to shave over oil on my skin, but I find shaving over a dry face is just more effective. I use these razors. They are sharp. If you're a beginner with dermaplaning, then I will link the razors that I recommend in the description below. Also, I always make sure to use a fresh, clean, unused razor, and I do this every 3 to 4 weeks. Also, I make sure to have a cloth or a paper towel handy so that I can periodically wipe off the hairs as I'm dermaplaning. So here is my dermaplaning technique. I hold my skin taut and I start at the bottom of my face. I don't apply too much pressure when I'm shaving, and I hold the razor at a 45-degree angle to my skin. Also, I shave in really small increments. This just helps to be more precise. And whenever I see the razor build up with hair or dead skin, I just wipe it off. So, are there any circumstances in which I would not dermaplane? So, although dermaplaning leaves my skin really smooth and soft, it can be an amazing way to spread bacteria. So, if there's any acne on my face, I do not dermaplane. This is just going to run the risk of spreading the bacteria from my acne to other parts of my face, which is just going to cause even more acne. Also, if I have any type of infection on my skin or like inflammation or cold sore or just any type of irritation, I do not dermaplane. Also, I don't dermaplane over thick hair like my eyebrow hairs or my upper lip hairs. There's a difference between regular body hair and vellus hair. Vellus hair is peach fuzz. So when you shave it, it's not gonna grow back appearing to be thicker. But when you shave the other type of body hair, like your eyebrow hairs or the hairs on your upper lip, it's not that that grows back thicker. It's just that it appears thicker because you have shaved off the very tip of the hair and you've created this blunt cut to the tip of the hair. So when the hair grows back, it's just gonna look thicker. So that's why I don't shave like my eyebrows, my unibrow, my upper lip hair. I actually wax my upper lip before shaving my face, and then I also just get my eyebrows threaded every 2 weeks professionally. Are there any risks with dermaplaning? I'm only speaking based on what I know from my experience, but for me, obviously there's always the risk that I'm gonna cut my face. I've cut my skin numerous times while shaving my legs, but never my face. But this is just why I go very gently while I'm dermaplaning. I just barely let the razor graze over my skin. I stay super close to a mirror while I'm shaving just to make sure that I'm precise. Also, there are other risks of dermaplaning like breaking out and stuff. I've only experienced things like that when I shave over acne. If I shave when my skin is already clear and acne free, then I never have any issues. Now, how I care for my skin after dermaplaning, this is really important because when you dermaplane, you remove your vellus hairs and any dead skin that you might have. So when that happens, my skin is just gonna be more impacted by external factors like the sun, like any germs that I might have on my hands or on towels or anything like that. I'm just extra diligent about wearing sunscreen, about making sure that I am drying my face with clean towels, trying not to touch my face as much as possible. I'm switching out my pillowcases periodically. Also, even if I'm staying inside, regardless, like I always wear sunscreen, but it's just extra important after I've shaved my face because like after you exfoliate, no matter what form of exfoliation you do, your skin is always going to be more impacted by the sun. So at the end of my dermaplaning routine, I take a lukewarm washcloth and I pat my face, and then I add a really thick layer of moisturizer. I'm using the COSRX hyaluronic acid intensive cream, and here is what my skin looks like right after moisturizing. It does look pretty oily, but that's just because I put a really heavy layer of moisturizer on. And then this is what my skin looks like probably 2 hours later. When the moisturizer has set into my skin and everything, I don't look as oily. My skin looks so glowy and smooth and just really healthy. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any more questions about my personal dermaplaning routine, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time.